know this is an exciting day, and we have a large number of pupils today. I'm sure all of you will be able to see and hear the entire program. And knowing that you're in the different parts of the program, I know that makes you excited, but let's try to be as quiet as possible so everyone can hear. Thank you. I'd like to welcome all the students today, teachers, staff members, various guests, Officer Valentino, his wife and family. We're here today to honor a man who has devoted himself to the children of Winslow Township. Officer Valentino, or Officer Phil, as many of the children know you by, is the name of all the children that they use during the day, maybe even at home with their parents. Over the last 10 years that I have been here, many of those have been setting up and planning various programs with Officer Valentino and seeing them carried out. Many classroom presentations, even at times, many of the staff do not know it, many of the children do not know it, but there's been special assistance that have been given to either myself or Mr. Mahan, working with various children in the district, and Officer Valentino has always volunteered his help. All the programs that we have, from Halloween safety, drugs, fire prevention, bicycle safety, shoplifting, and many other topics that are of importance to the children of Winslow Township are carried out by Officer Valentino. Besides the educational aspect of his job, there is also the crossing guards throughout the township that he watches over. Many times, in all kinds of weather, I have seen Officer Valentino at various locations, either assisting the crossing guards or even being the crossing guard himself. He is never too busy to stop to talk with a child at lunch, in the hallway, or classroom, or on the street. Children in our schools have learned a very important lesson from Officer Valentino. A police officer is a friend that can help you and someone that you can talk to. I am sure for many years to come, Officer Valentino will hear a child, a teenager, a young adult, call out his name in greeting. Something to be proud of that will remind him of his accomplishments during the years he served the public in Winslow Township. If everyone in this world could say and feel this way, what a different world this would be. I have never seen Officer Valentino reflect anything but care for other people and the attitude of what can I do for you. No job was too difficult or too time-consuming to undertake. He always put himself last and never complained. This is why we are here today, to honor and wish him all the best in retirement. We all hope that you have many years of enjoyment, happy memories, and good health. It will be difficult to find someone to fill your shoes. Let's have a round of applause for our friend, Officer Valentino. The students of School 4 would like to show their appreciation with a program demonstrating all they have learned from you over the years. And I would like to have the pupils who will do the introduction to the program come up now.
Today's assembly program will include posters, songs, poems, and plays that represent the topics Officer Valentino has taught us in class. It is a long way of honoring you, Officer Valentino. for the years of service and dedication and to the children of Winslow Township. We will miss you in our school, but we will not forget you or the lessons you have taught us. In our program, the love of God that Winslow Township will not be forward to you with our appreciation and our love. Dear Officer Valentina, we hope that you remember these small gifts that we will present to you from your friends in Winslow Township School and Board. And now, Holiday Station will be presented by the classes of Mrs. Atkins, Mrs. Grimmie, Mrs. Massage, Mrs. Pedrick, Mrs. Stone, and Mrs. Young. Mrs. Perry, Miss Davis, Mrs. Denton, Mrs. Trudy, Mrs. Orchestra, and Mrs. Sturgeon. Never let a stranger know you're known. Never let a stranger into your home. Thank you. Peace. Feger, Mrs. Goddard, Mrs. Lapham, and Mrs. Yates. The fourth graders of Winslow Township School would like to thank you up to Valentina for your endless hours of dedication. Your interest in our future has enjoyed my youth resilience. You learned the beauty and goodness and our future dreams of higher seriously with our kids in math class. Your increased stress, careers that will include doctors, architects, nurses, teachers, carpenters, hairdressers, sports figures, and many, many others. Our teachers is now before you all in Valentina, and we all want to say thank you once again. Mrs. Love, Mrs. Schaefer, and Mrs. Tillman. The setting of this play in the high school hallway. Two students are in alcohol while their friends are trying to help them. Hey, do you drink Winslow? No, we do not drink. Why not try some beer? Because it's bad for your health since it causes diseases and it can ruin your life in other ways. I never thought of it that way. Yeah, but if you're addicted, you can get help. Why do you this anyway? Because my mother's on my back. My sister's a little brat, she's always getting me in trouble. Yeah, where can we get this help at? Well, we can talk to lots of people like a minister, a counselor, or a teacher. I think we tried it. The students finally got help and are now living a happy, healthy, normal life. Mrs. Chilla, Mr. Feger, Mr. Sears, and Mrs. Storr. school to let people know that they are under drug-free schools. The New Jersey drug law in a drug-free school zone. Beware that under the law, an adult is someone 18 years old and over. In addition, a juvenile 14 years old and over can be treated as an adult in adult court. Anyone convicted of simply having any type of illegal drug in a drug-free school zone will have to do 100 hours of community service. Anyone convicted of possessing a drug will be considered a dealer and therefore subject to prison without parole. Any adult convicted of dealing even a small amount of marijuana will get 1 year in prison without parole. Any adult convicted of dealing or possessing any type of illegal drug other than marijuana will get 3 years in prison without parole. Did you know some drugs are more dangerous than others? A little caffeine in coffee won't hurt you, but a little overdose will put you in the hospital. Did you know a drug may not always work the same way? How a drug works depends on how much is used, who uses it, how old the person is, how much a person weighs, whether a person is feeling sick or well. Did you know all drugs are dated they are used wrong? Always follow a doctor's drug prescription carefully. Don't use drugs to forget problems because some drugs can hook you. Here is a list of statements. Some are facts and some are opinions. Which is which? It's against the law to possess marijuana. Facts. Marijuana will be legal someday. Opinion. People who mess around with drugs ruin their lives. Opinion. There are more heroin addicts being treated now than 10 years ago. Facts. People who use psychoactive drugs are unhappy people. Opinion. Buyers of illegal drugs ought to be given jail sentences. Opinion. Most heroin now comes into the United States from Mexico. Facts. Barbiturate withdrawal is the most severe withdrawal. Facts. What do you say when someone offers you drugs? Just say no. In 6th grade, we'd like to thank Officer Valentino for your guidance and support over the years. We appreciate everything you have done for us. We hope that these small gifts will help you remember the time you spent with your friends at Winslow Township School number 4. Officer Valentino, would you step up here, please? And the groups that are prepared to present their gifts, please come on in. Here's the message from the This is a t-shirt for Officer Valentino to watch out for strangers and don't take drugs. Thank you for Officer Valentino. Mr. Bouncing.
I'd like to present the gift certificate to you on behalf of the Sunshine Club of School Number 4.
Okay, boys and girls, I just wanted to say 2 words. I want to say thank you to the principal, Mrs. Dennis and Ms. Mahan, to all the teachers, the secretaries, all the personnel, parents that listen to school, and to you students. You'll see a policeman cry every week, okay? I'm going to miss you, okay? And I hope, like I always said to some of the younger ones, I'd like to have a stamp. And remember when I used to say, I'd like to hit you right here so that you'll remember some of the things that we talked about in the classrooms when we had our presentations. I'm going to miss you. I hope I can come back and see you once in a while and stop in. If I see you in the store somewhere, I hope you will talk to me. I'll surely talk to you. And thank you for the gifts and all the work that you put into the program.
Really a moving experience to watch an expression of love from 800 students to a natural resource in Winslow Township. And that really is what Officer Valentino has been to the township and students of Winslow Township. One of the things that I think you can do for Officer Valentino, after the beautiful lessons that you portrayed this morning, this afternoon, one of the nice things that you can do for him